What is up, beautiful people? It's Scott back at you again. I wanted to do another quick video and explain where we're at in the steps with our North Scottsdale build. We have not gone to permits yet. We do not have our construction loan ready yet because we hit a snag. So whenever you're building these homes ground up, there's so many stages, so many steps, and so many people involved that somewhere down the line, somebody or something is going to hold you up on your timelines. It's important to keep your patience. It's important to be a problem solver when you're building these homes. If not, you could really get yourself stuck. So here's where we're at. We had all the engineering plans and things ready to go. We were starting to work towards our architectural final stages, but we ran into a snag. Here's where we're at. If you can see my screen that I'm sharing here, hopefully you can. You can see my cursor doing circles here. This is the septic field. So this is the septic tank. This property does not have city sewer. We have to put in a septic system for the sewer system. And through all the engineers that we worked with, three different engineers, and with the septic company, we kept getting reassurances that we were good, we were good, we were good, until I sent this to the septic company for them to go ahead and do the full-on design and go after the county permits so that we could stack our plans on top of that and then turn everything in for our permits to build. So here's what we see. So here we see the septic field here. This is the leach fields that they had put in there, engineers have. This is the tank up here. You can see here it says it's 10 feet away from the house, which we knew we needed to be. When I first saw this, I looked at this and thought we're a little bit too close to the retaining wall, but everybody kept saying, no, you're good, you're good, you're good. Now, of course, we sent this over to Septic and their design team for the finals, and we're not good. So it needs to be 10 feet away from the retaining wall and 10 feet away from the house. And as you can see here on the plans, if you look very closely, we don't have 10 feet here. Now, I don't want to have to go back to the drawing board with the engineers and try to change that retaining wall because the way we have the retaining wall right now looks like it's really good to pass inspections with the city and everything. So we don't want to mess with that. So what we have going on now is we're back with the septic company, and we have been now for a few weeks on changing this to or what they call a seep pit. So a little bit different than instead of leach fields, we have a seep pit. We can move the tank down a little bit and uh, get our spacing that we need with the wall that we have in place. So that took a while for them and their design team to figure out if that was going to work. We have drainage easements back here with this wash, so we got to make sure that we're not going to be our sewage is not going to be draining into the wash and down the street or anything like that. So we have to do another soil test. So this is something that I should have caught. I'm the one in charge of the project. Obviously, it's our project and I should have dug deeper and pushed a little harder on this one. So this one's actually going to cost me an extra $3,300 for a new soil test for a seepage pit. As far as like septic install, it's going to be approximately the same price it was going to be anyways. But now we have a whole nother test we got to do, and we have time. So all this time has been taking to get the septic corrected and done on the plans is costing us money too. So all in all, this is probably going to be a $5,000 mistake on my side where I should have found found this out earlier, should have noticed it earlier, should have pushed a little harder to make sure we were correct on this before we got too far in the process. So, anyways, that's kind of an update for you. These are things that happen. I have this all expedited. We should have the soil test this week done. Next week, we should have our permits done for the septic that we could put that permit number, give it to the architect and everybody who's going to submit our plans for the house. We'll staff that, and we're going to try to expedite those permits as well so that we can start building this thing because I know I'm getting itchy and I want to start sharing with you guys what this is going to look like when it starts to go vertical and get done. So, anyhow, that's the update on our North Scottsdale build. Stay tuned. We'll keep you guys updated.